Hello YouTube, this is my video on the light setup of e-revo VXL mini e-revo VXL Traxxas. I just going to show you quickly how to set up the lighting on the car, because I just did it a while ago and figured I'd share it with people. There's the harness there that goes with the ECU unit. I'll explain that a little further later on in the video, and I guess we'll get started. So this is the cover here, and installed the lights on it and stuff like that. It's pretty cool, but let's get into it. I'll show you. This is the ring harness. This goes in. Sorry, my camera bugged out on me, but it plugs into this unit right here. Actually, that's loose. I can plug that back in, but this has a power and aux right there, and then the brake lights are on the two auxes here because it needs to run the power on the same loop to be able to activate the brake lights. And then there's just regular auxes here that run to the tail lights, so there's no interference when the brake lights go on. It doesn't interfere with the headlights at all. So when you actually activate the brake, it makes the tail light red LEDs a little brighter, so it looks like you're braking. Quite a simple little thing. Well, I would say simple. It took me, my first time ever doing something like this, so it took me about 6 hours to do, because I had to figure out the wiring and stuff, and I don't like reading manuals, so I just sort of had an amperage meter and sort of figured it out all myself, because the instructions weren't that great anyways. That's why I'm making this video, because this wire here is what feeds into the ECU unit, and then you have the splitter on the inside that you put the motor wire, you plug it in tandem to the two, and then you run this wire out of the ECU box, and it's all waterproof. So there's a little plate here with rubber that you can put in and screw it in, and then you put this whole unit cover back in, and it all fits in there just nicely. So I'll show you in a second how to do it. I just gotta pause the video, and then I won't have to pause it. Okay, so what you do is you take this wire here. Okay, bear with me, I only have two hands, so I'm doing all this recording myself, so it's a little shaky. But okay, so that's the end of the wire coming from the splitter, and you just plug it in to the aux power right there. Okay, and then I unplugged the motor too, because I'm going to be showing you the lights. The best thing to do is unplug this, so that way you don't rip the car off the table inside your house. It will just show the lights. The motor is unplugged, so that way safety first, I guess. So you just turn the power on there. Oh, I gotta go get my remote, I guess, too. Show you the remote. Just be in a couple seconds, actually. Okay, sorry, I went and had to go get the remote because I totally forgot about it. So to recap again, sorry, I just plugged in that wire into my unit that I had all wired up and explained earlier. So I'll just put the cover on briefly just to show you how this thing works, because I had to do it last night. We were testing it out on the road, and I could go much further than I've ever gone before. Because of the lights, I haven't really done a lot of RCing in the last couple of years and just got back into it, but at night time with these things are really cool. So there's the tail lights, and there's the brakes. So all I'm doing here is there's the forward, and then there's the reverse. As soon as I hit the reverse, the brake lights engage, and they're actually quite bright. When you're out at nighttime, it's pretty crazy. And just to show you how bright they are, I'll try to direct in it. There you go. Quite bright. At nighttime, that looks pretty sharp. In fact, a few cars slowed down as I was sitting on the side of the road waiting for them to pass. I don't know, but do live on a side road. It's not highway or anything. It's just a little side road. But there's the working LED lights too. Let's just show you there. I've already scuffed up the bumper pretty bad because that's another thing. Like the way I put these in, they're really in there solid. I flipped this thing about 5 or 6 times pretty hard last night, and what I did was I, instead of using the clip of the housing, I just used hot glue right here on all of them, and I glued all the LEDs right into the body casing, because honestly I can just take those out later on and clean up the glue if the body cracks and install it on another body anyways. So that's the good thing about hot glue, because you can really, it comes off pretty easy because it holds really well and waterproof as well. And I glued right to the connector just to keep it nice and watertight, and eventually I'm going to probably just tape that right up to get it completely waterproof, because as we all know the revo is completely waterproof, and I ran through a few puddles last night. It didn't seem to affect it anyway, so I don't think I really need to do that, but I like to take precautions because I just want to keep things going without breaking them. But anyways, that's my revo. Maybe I'll post a video out later on tonight to show you how it actually works, but I'll cover them one more time, just loosely, not anything crazy, but just to show you here. I'll show over here, it's a little darker over here. So again, there's the headlights. Looks pretty ninja. And take it over here, and there's the tail lights. And just to show you them work one more time, there you go. Alright, and I guess that's sort of the video. Again, this is my first sort of video on YouTube to do anything like this, but I hope that helps anyone that has questions on how to do this kind of thing. And have a good one. Happy RCing.